If they're happy, I'm happy.
You obviously, your BFF, Matt James. I know you've gotten to meet Rachel finally. How was that? You approve?
Who? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rachel is she was awesome. She's a beam of light. I really enjoyed hanging out with her, spending time with her. We had a good time. So I think they're great for each other. It seems like they're spending a lot of time together, getting comfortable with each other, and they've come a long way. So if they're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, for sure. He was out with his mom now. It's like, love it.
He didn't have to pick up his shit, like he's cleaning up his clothes, he's not leaving them all over the doors and stuff after he sweats in them, so I like it.
I heard him say in an interview that he's someone who sets an alarm for every 10 minutes to wake up, starting at 2 a.m. That made no sense to me.
He sleeps through alarms. He sleeps through alarms. So it's like, I sometimes have to go wake, because I'll be asleep and it's 4:40 in the morning and I hear an alarm going off. Now I'm up and it won't go off. And his alarm is like the dog barking alarm from the iPhone. And so I have to go shake him and wake him up. And then that's how usually the morning goes. And it's just all downhill from there.
You have a book coming out soon that may or may not be in my possession. Are you nervous, excited? How are you feeling about how that's going to be out there soon?
I'm excited. Share a lot with everybody. My past stories, my relationship stories, my, kind of the things I've learned from those relationships, my advice, things to do, things not to do, red flags, all that stuff. But also kind of the mantras I live by. I went through some dark times and, was in some pretty deep holes and how I got myself out of them. So I hope people can relate to them. I hope it has a lot to do with treating women right and respecting women. And, it's kind of like, I want people to read it and be like, oh yeah, you know what? This is how I should be treated. I want my brothers and kids their age to read and be like, all right, this is how we're supposed to treat women, or at least start doing the right thing,
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of stemmed from the reaction of the world watching on The Bachelor, praising you a lot, and then you being like, maybe I don't deserve all this credit for just being a nice guy. Is that right?
That's kind of what motivated me to write this book, because I was being praised for honestly what I think is the bare minimum. There's articles written about me about Tyler Cameron gives masterclass on consent and feminist icon and all this stuff. I'm like, all I did was respect a woman. No is no, and if she wants to go do something, she should go do it, And so for me, when I saw all the praise, it was cool. It was great at first, but then I realized there's something wrong with our culture right now. This is what is being praised, and this should be the norm. So that's kind of what really motivated to write this book and kind of the core of this book.
A little bit of Bachelor stuff in there, Bachelorette stuff. Did you give Hannah a heads up? Does she know what's in the book?
Yeah, we both talked through what's going on in the book, and there's nothing for her to be worried about or concerned. I have no bad things to say about her, so
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good in there.
Are you still friends?
She taught me a lot.
She taught you a lot. Are you still on friendly? Do you still see her a lot, or I mean?
I haven't seen her in a while, but we're still friends. We're still cool.